Well, hello there. How you? Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and take what resonates, leave the rest behind for someone else. This may be, may not be, or it could be partially your story. And flip the roles when necessary. This reading is going to be for the sign Virgo. And guys, I already have the cards laid out. I was recording and my lawyer called. So I had to stop my recording. I don't know how this darn iPad doesn't have a pause button for me to, pause when I need to. So I had to start this whole thing over again. So, but let me go ahead and get to these cards and let me show you guys the deck that I used to lay the foundation. And this is Broken Mirror Oracle cards. So, the first card that came out, I had already pulled the tarot cards and everything. Okay, so the first one is broken mirrors, addictions, roller coaster, toxic connection. Someone has an addiction and they're going up and down. They stop and then they go back at it again. They stop, go back at it. Roller coaster. And it's causing toxicity in the connection that they're in. And then we have Inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. This addiction, this toxic behavior, whatever it is, it doesn't have to, be drugs. It can be anything that's taking precedence over their life or what's important in their life. So whatever it is has caused chaos with this connection. It has caused someone to lose their job. And more than likely, since this card came out, this sounds like a drug or alcohol addiction. Because to my knowledge and my understanding, those are the only two things that would cause someone to be jobless. And, everything is crumbling. It's like a tower moment is occurring. And so we have opposites attract, lessons, not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. You see, this person, this wasn't your norm. You stepped out of the box, and this person was appealing to you. It was something different, something new that you had never tried before. And you all had different beliefs. You spiritual, and they weren't spiritual. And this is going to be a lesson for you. And then we have unknown caller, stalking, hanging up, unknown numbers. This person is calling you. They're hanging up. They're, just wanting to hear your voice. This person can't go a day without hearing your voice. And they're calling you from unknown numbers. They may be calling you from, I know that there are a lot of businesses out there. They have these phones where if you try to call it, no one answers it. It's like, I forget what they call those phones. We'll just call it a dummy phone for now. But yeah, those phones, you can never get someone to answer on the line if you were to dial it. It's like they can only do the outbound calls, but there's no receiving of calls coming in. And then we have red flags, signs. What is that? Cheating, deception. So, yeah, this person, whatever it was that they're addicted to, it's like they were cheating on you with it. You know, their drug addiction, their alcohol addiction, this could be a sex addiction. You were being deceived. And you know, the signs may have been there, but, and let me just use this as an example. If this was someone who had an alcohol or a drug addiction, you may have, let's see, you may have been around a close family member who was on drugs, or who, you know, was an alcoholic. And this person may have been the only person whom you have come in contact with that addiction. And so whatever that person, however they behaved, is how you thought all of them would behave. Like, say for instance, you know, they were addicted to drugs, and you know, they had an abusive behavior. They, you know, were verbally abusive, mentally abusive. And if that's the only thing that you know, then if that other person who you have this connection with, your your girlfriend or boyfriend, husband, wife, or whoever, if they don't show those same signs that this other person showed you, then you're going to tend to not believe that it's true. You're going to deceive yourself, and you're going to be like, well, they weren't doing what such and such was doing, so they can't be, you know, on drugs, or, you know, I won't say the alcohol, because people, they don't really hide their alcohol. That they'll drink their alcohol right in front of you. But a drug user, they try to hide that from you for as long as they can. But yeah, if you knew one member, you know, or someone close to you, and if that was the only person who you have ever known to be on drugs, and you saw their behavior, how they acted, you know, how that drug affected them, and when you see someone else doing it, and if they're not behaving the same way as this other person, you tend to, you know, dismiss it because they're not behaving the same way. So the red flags were there, but you just, for, you know, for that reason, you just didn't believe it, because they didn't display those same behaviors that other person did. And I used that because my dad was on drugs, and he was very abusive. He was abusive to us kids, to, you know, the wife. He was verbally abusive, mentally abusive. And he put his hands on our mom and all of that. So someone came into my life, and I, you know, didn't know that this dude was doing drugs. People were telling me that he was, but because he didn't or wasn't abusive towards me, it was like, no, that can't be right. Because you see, I was only around my dad, and his behavior was the only behavior that I knew about, you know, drug usage. I hadn't been around any other drug abusers. So this guy that I was dating, he didn't do any of those things. He was just sweet, nice, and kind. He never, did anything to me, never said anything out of character to me. So that's why I wouldn't believe what these people were telling me. But so anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We have dating, new love, options, and that says back on the market. So yeah, you decided to walk away. You had enough of this. It finally dawned on you. I don't know what it took for you to see what was going on. Maybe, their addiction was so bad to where they couldn't do anything but confess to you. They couldn't hide it any longer. You may have saw them doing it. But yeah, you decided that this isn't what you want. And now you're out there on the dating scene. And if you look at how this woman is dressed. She's dressed to impress. And if she's dressed like that, that woman is happy. And look, they kissing too. Or whispering something. He whispering something in her ear. But she has that hat, she hanging on to it. Like she don't want somebody to see something. And then we have pictures, regrets, reminiscing, missing you. Yeah, this person is missing you. This is like the Six of Cups. They taking a trip down memory lane. They looking at them photos of you guys together. And then we have message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. Yeah, this person wants to talk. They see you. They see what you're doing. They see how happy you are. And you know what? That's probably why they're calling from an unknown number and hanging up on you. They really don't know what to say to you. They don't know how you are going to accept them. And so, yeah, they may, be trying to test your waters. But, since they aren't courageous enough to, say something when they call, they decide to start sending text messages to you, trying to test your waters to see where you're at, if they can talk to you, if they can come and see you, if you wouldn't mind coming to see them. So now we're moving over to the tarot side of things, or tarot, however you like to pronounce. And I chose Everyday Witch. And the first card that came out is Page of Wands. And this is enthusiasm, inspiration, motivating. And then we have the Nine of Swords here. This person is heartbroken. They're constantly thinking about you. They can't sleep at night. What you have going on currently is inspiring them. It's motivating them. They're not liking being in this energy. Yeah, your happiness, it's like it's driving them. They've been driven into these anxiety issues, not being able to sleep. And then we have the moon card here. This is fears, intuition, secrets. And then the three of swords is here. Yeah, this person, they're heartbroken. They, fear that they may not be feeling it now, but they're fearing going through this heartache behind you. Right now, that addiction has them. It has them out of their mind, but whenever they come down from, whatever it is, it's like they start thinking about you, and the heartache sets in, the pain, the agony. And it's all over this person here. Look at how content she is. She's not worried about this other person. She has her bottle of wine, her glass of wine, and she has her book, and she's sitting out up under the tree enjoying herself. They can't stand you looking this way. They really can't. This bothers them. They're starting to recognize what they've lost, because this Nine of Pentacles is someone who is physically and financially attractive, and they're content. This woman ain't steadying. And yeah, I said it's steady. Like, what was his name? I know y'all remember Councilman Eric Mays, the one that he was, I believe, Detroit, and he used to go in on those other council members. He really fought, for his, I believe it was district. But yeah, that was one of his words, steadying. She ain't steadying him, okay? And we have the High Priestess here. Intuitive, the gatekeeper to secrets, inner strength. This woman found her inner strength, or this person found their inner strength. This could be a male or a female who has this addiction. Remember, these cards are not gender assigned. But yeah, someone found the inner strength. Those secrets finally came to light. Or that secret finally came to light. And we have the Nine of Wands. And this is the wounded soldier. I may be hurt. I may be down. But I have some fight left up in me. I have persistence and perseverance. So somebody, they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up on you. And they don't want to lose you. Who would want to lose someone looking like this? someone who's content, someone who's attractive. And look, where is that card? Yeah, that woman is content. She ain't steadying you. Or he ain't steadying you. And we have the Temperance. Somebody needs to take control of their life. They need some balance. They need to take control of that temper too. They need to be patient. Yeah, so you with that addiction, you need to take control of your life. And then we have the Three of Cups, celebrating, being merry, being happy. This may be, you celebrating the fact that you are no longer in that relationship, or, your person may be celebrating the fact that they are no longer in that relationship. This could be a reunion, whatever it is that that goes with your story, or, with your person. But yeah, somebody is celebrating. They're happy. They're content. And then we have the Queen of Wands here. She's exuberant. She, when she steps into a room, it's like all eyes are on her. And she gets attention. And this is your person, this attractive individual. Yes, and she's creative. And, look at her dress. And then, too, look at this woman here. Where is it? Right here. It's like they dress to impress. Queen of Wands got it going on, okay? She's an attractive individual. Okay, and oh, here it is. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. Down to earth. Generous. He takes risks. And he's about his money. Successful. You may have lost your person to this individual here. And then after the King of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords. And this is like a fork in the road. This could be, someone being blocked, someone at a stalemate. So, someone, they had to make a decision. They, chose the road that's less traveled. It was too much going on, on this other road. They had a choice to make between you and this other person. And this is who they chose. They, chose this individual. And it's because of this here, the Five of Swords. They had to make that choice because things just didn't go according to plan. This person accepted defeat. What's the sense in, fighting when, your person, doesn't want to do what's right? And a lot of people say that you should stick with your partner. How long do you have to stick with them before it's evident to you that what you want isn't what they want? So at some point, you have to let go. At some point, you have to walk away. At some point, you have to do what's best for you. Who wants to be in a relationship where something else is taking precedence over you? Who wants to be in a relationship where you're the only one who's cultivating or trying to cultivate a healthy relationship? How long do you have to keep doing what you're doing? And then splitting the deck, we have the Six of Cups. See this, like this card says. Where is it? Oh yeah, the pictures. They reminiscing. They miss you. They want to reconcile with you. But how many times have you reconciled with them over this same thing? And then a lot of the times you don't have to reconcile with them. That one time is just one time too many. Because we all know, that when people, it's hard getting off drugs. Drugs, they, mess with you, with your mental. They mess, with your, with everything about your mental, your thinking process, how you receive information. It's hard getting off drugs. I know some people who, started out doing that stuff in the 80s, and they still doing it. Never gave up. And it's like they're not going to give up. They're just going to stay in that energy. These people may exit this earth and still addicted. But yeah, they want to reconcile. And then look, here's the Empress. This is how they view you. They see you as growth, fertility, taking care of your business. You may have been the mother of their children. Or you may currently be pregnant, who knows? You may be. And this gentleman over here that you're hugged up with possibly knows it, and really doesn't care about it. And I'm just saying, because look, she's holding her stomach, and she does represent, fertility and a pregnant woman. So, but, that may not be everybody. I'm, just giving different scenarios here. This could be a pregnant woman. This could, just be, a mother of, your, the mother of your child or your children. But yeah, you missing her, or they missing you. I'm speaking on both parts. The person who's causing the chaos and the person who, decided to walk away. So yeah, you missing them. You who's causing this. They missing you. You who walked away. And see, they're realizing that they weren't given equal give and take. There was no balance. And they were being more generous elsewhere than with you. All right, so I am going to end this. And I hope that this resonates with someone. The Empress is hugging, kissing, smiling, winking at you guys. Guys, I love y'all. And until the next video, y'all stay safe out there.